Right now, our current symptoms are having us ask the question, will we survive the solar flash? Is that you in the past few days? Are you asking yourself if you're going to survive the solar flash? It's a time period where we're getting really shook up, and it's a tremendous lesson that we all have today. And if you're just tuning in, we're going to be talking about the current intense symptoms, how you feel like you can't keep on getting these symptoms, talking about what we need to release at this time. We have to remember that we're in a biblical time period. And they said the devil will try to wear out the saints. This feels like it just keeps going on. And you have to reflect on that biblical phrase, the devil will try to wear out the saints. They're going to try to wear you down. You might be feeling very worn down right now. Is that you? Are you feeling very worn down? You're feeling burnt out? We're going to talk about the importance of disconnecting from society real fast. You're going to have to disconnect from society. Living in a rigged reality, and how we can detox from everything that we have festering inside of us. This is a very important energy update right now. Are you asking yourself, will we survive the great solar flash event? Are you asking yourself that question? Because honestly, in the last few days, I've been asking myself that question. Are you feeling intense energies? Are you feeling an intense firestorm right now? I shared with you several times that, and there's no right or wrong to this because linear time is fake. We actually just talked about it yesterday. But we tend to feel things before the collective does. And we're about to be hit with a major firestorm. And the world, it's going to get a big shakeup. We're feeling that a little bit ahead of time. So, you know what? And even on my journey, in the last few days, I was feeling lightheaded doing these messages. And that's why I have to spend extra time, and you might have to spend extra time managing the symptoms that you're feeling. Metaphysical Mike 555, the fifth dimension. Thank you so much for the support. Michael, I am going to be authentic here. I am becoming more aware that I've been punishing myself since childhood because I had special needs. It hurts. Thanks for sharing that, Metaphysical Mike. And a lot of children are suffering in silence. Many children are suffering from the public school system that actually punishes children with it. You actually don't have special needs. We're waking up to indigo children, and they are special. But to tell children that they have to sit in a cubicle and give them these drugs so that they could sit still in the classroom. We have to wake up. A lot of parents are waking up across the board right now. They're actually homeschooling their children. Many people are you homeschooling your child? You let us know in the chat right now. Thanks for sharing that, Metaphysical Mike. But even myself and, those that have been on the journey with me, you could kind of see I have to slow down. Concentrate on the breath. Do you feel like you're out of breath right now? We're feeling this intense energy, and you might be asking yourself, are we going to survive the Great Solar Flash event? So let's take another minute as our brothers and sisters get on the live stream. Calm your nerves right now, and you know that you're going to survive this. You're much more powerful than you were led to believe. fully survive the great solar flash event. You have the power inside of you that's going to get you through this time period. Frank, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. We will survive this as long as we're all together. I love you all. You're my family now. You're my family as well, Frank. Collectively, we're greater than the sum of our parts. I'm feeling it right now. And you might be feeling these intense symptoms. But don't go anywhere. I'm going to share in detail what you're feeling. We're in the holy portal right now. Hell on earth is being purged. And there's things that are happening in the background that you're actually picking up on right now. That's why a solar flash is going to purge everything. And by the end of today's lesson, you'll have a deeper understanding of what you're feeling. So if you haven't done so already, please smash the like button. It's going to help others find this message. If it calls you through free will, of course, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe and select all. You'll get all the updates. We do daily updates. If you'd like to participate in our Patreon Zoom meetings, we're going to have a tremendous Zoom meeting tomorrow night. It's going to be a selection day special. So if you'd like to be part of our Patreon community, the link is in the description. It's going to be a tremendous Zoom meeting. It's going to be real powerful. And if you'd like to support the channel, if you'd like to support this work, there's a link at the pinned comment and pinned above. I'm very grateful for all of you. And every single day, we keep going, even in inopportune conditions. I heard a guy share a long time ago, the will beats the skill. You're going to have the will to survive this. And there's no running and there's no hiding from the energies. We're living in a world that's collapsing before us. And you might be experiencing very intense symptoms. And you know your homeostasis. You know what's normal for you. Felix, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. I'm an athlete/fighter. I can honestly say this past year of Ascension has been the biggest fight I've ever faced. The body is just breaking down. Yes, thanks for sharing that, Felix. I know the feeling. I've been training my whole life, and this year it's been the craziest year. Physically, we're in a spiritual war. And we're going to have to do what we need to do to get through this together, Felix. I love you, and thank you so much for sharing that. It's a community, this channel, and the more that you all share what you're feeling, it validates what others feel. And leave comments if you're feeling this as well. Leave comments so that others will see this. In the last few days, and especially if you saw yesterday's live stream, I actually came on with fear, not knowing what to expect. Am I going to feel like I'm going to pass out again? It's like we're not getting enough oxygen down right now. Is that how you feel? Like you're not getting enough oxygen down? Anyone else? Metaphysical Mike, thanks for sharing. Anyone else feeling weird energy in the, I think you're writing reproductive system. Yeah, a lot of people are feeling this because we're actually birthing your sacral chakra. Your reproductive energy is actually going to creating a new reality or a new timeline. So you're probably feeling a lot of pains in the sacral area of your body. And thanks for sharing that, Metaphysical Mike. So, I'm feeling quite, dehydrated, feeling like I can't catch my breath. And the energies are coming in real strong. I'm not immune to it as we're all in this energy together. It gives us validation that so many people are sharing in the chat and continue to share in the comments if you're feeling these intense energies right now. And you're going to have to, as this is a spiritual war, you're going to have to do what you need to do to make it through. Whether it's taking time to stay extra hydrated, whether it's changing your diet, even if it's for a short period of time. Yeah, I was feeling sleepy as well. The last 2 days, I had to sleep in the afternoon. It's actually 3 days. I had to sleep in the afternoon, take a little nap, take a little snooze. And, you know, you might just have enough energy just to get through the basics. Like on my journey, you know, I get through this work. You know, I try to move the body, get through a workout and, you know, do the basic stuff like food shopping. It's almost like survival mode. But this is the energies that we're in. As I'm sharing this and I'm looking at the chat, even if you're watching on the replay, you could watch the live chat as well. And so many people are sharing eyes are blurry. I actually went through that as well, Cheryl, not in the now moment, but the blurry eyes as well. You feel like you can't keep on going through this. And this intense energy is worse than what we felt prior. Bay Area believer, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. It's really important that we are all taking care of ourselves. We the people, thank you so much for the support. We have to take care of ourselves. And a lot of us, yeah, they invert everything. A lot of us have a lot of anger. Do you have a lot of anger built up inside of you? And as we're raising our vibrational frequency, you have to remember they are doing all these things to lower your vibration. And you might have a lot of anger inside your body. This built up anger needs to be released. And we do hold this anger in our liver. So your liver might be on fire right now, and the liver might throw off your stomach. And if you're feeling these pains, if this is actually helping you understand what you're feeling inside of you, please share it in the chat. So you have this built up anger, and even myself, I have this built up anger. We're seeing these sick people get away with all these things. They're poisoning our people, they're poisoning our children, and you have this anger inside of you. We need to release this anger. And that's why you might be feeling this. I had to really go through what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? I feel like I can't go on. And remember, your soul is tired. Your soul doesn't want to, you know, it gets agitated. There's something in the subconscious, you know, that we're living in a rigged system. Did you know that the system is rigged? And your soul can no longer deal with it anymore. So you have a lot of this anger, and the anger is fired up. It's festering inside your liver, and then it's throwing off your stomach. And this is a design by the controllers to wear out the saints. Biblically, they said the devil will try to wear out the saints. Do you feel like devil people are trying to wear you out? You feel worn out. You're feeling fried right now. And that's why it's really important to take the time to disconnect. Take the time, if it's whether it's spending time with your diet, your water, getting out in nature, disconnecting from everything. That's what you need to do right now. You have to conserve your energy right now. Conserve your energy. Because then you have nothing else to give. Let's go back. The devil will try to wear out the saints. They're trying to wear you out so you have nothing left. Even myself, you know, I say, I felt like I had nothing left yesterday. I was giving the live stream. I felt like I had nothing left. And that's why I have to take care of myself, conserve my energy so that I could keep getting the work done. Oh, hermit mode, absolutely. Activated pineal. You might need to be in hermit mode right now. You need to be in hermit mode. Listen, even myself, but listen, the water is being poisoned right now. We might have to go out and find, you know, clean water. You know, they try to bang you out over the head for water right now, but this is where we are. You're going to need the water for DNA activation. Your DNA is an energy amplifier. It's like the Tesla coil. And you're going to have to stay hydrated at this time. I thought the mayor actually told us to drink the tap water, Tammy. Ronnie, excuse me. Ronnie, I thought the mayor said it's so healthy. They did a whole commercial to drink the tap water. You let me know in the chat. There's a lot of anger that's built up. You know, when I see stupid things like that, you know, the anger starts building up. It all could be, absolutely. And there's almost no way out of this right now. There's no way out. You're going to have to really put on the full armor of God. You're going to have to find a way to overcome. You're going to have to overcome. Are you asking yourself the question, will we survive the Great Solar Flash event? Disconnecting from society helps you. It actually helps you from the quickening as well. When you're strapped into society, you know, everyone's on a clock, a matrix time construct that actually doesn't exist. Did you realize the clocks just changed? You have to be on your own time. And the more you feel like this, everything's running inside of you, right? It's like running so fast. The more that we disconnect from society, the easier that this time is going to be for all of us. I'm very grateful for all the support. There's so many people in the live stream right now. Please take the time to smash the like button. It's going to help others realize that we will survive the Great Solar Flash event. But you might be feeling like you're not going to survive right now. And I'm feeling this way as well. We're living in a rigged system. I think it's going to be really front and center in the next few days. And you're getting this anger that's inside of you. Your liver might be harnessing this energy, this anger in your liver. You could see the corruption. You could see that maybe your friends and family can't see it. It aggravates you. You get angry. I've even shared, I'm talking to a good friend of mine. He went out to dinner and, the other couple that they were out with, they're friends, but you know, what they were saying, it was really sick and satanic. It was twisted because they were giving out subconscious programs that the television programmed into their mind. And it's the opposite. What is the opposite? It's also known as Luciferian. You have to wake up that we're in a spiritual war right now. And the devil will try to wear out the saints. But I'm the best there is at what I do. And even though I feel like I'm running on empty right now, I still can keep going. But I have to spend extra time conserving my energy, maybe taking extra time to take extra naps, focusing on myself. If you don't focus on yourself, remember, this is an ascension. There's a lot of changes that are happening inside of you right now. And you're going to have to focus on how you're going to manage. How are you going to manage this energy right now? A lot of your energy is going to purging. Some of it's going to activating your DNA. You're upgrading, you're changing. You have trillions of cells, 1.4 volts, over 700 trillion volts of electricity. There's science behind this ascension process. It's not just, it's spiritual stuff. It's not real. People that don't realize the spiritual realm is actually the most realist realm, they're going to struggle in the upcoming days. Please take the time to share this video today, because it's unbelievable how many people in the chat are feeling this as well. And that's why there's so many people on the live stream. A lot of people are feeling this right now. You can't escape it. You can't ignore it. Like this people, you might have friends and family that just everything's going back to normal. They just ignore the tea leaves, right? The building's on fire. You see the smoke and the flames. Nothing to see here. But you can't live your life with nothing to see here. You're going to have to realize that you have to put in work. You're going to have to focus on how can I make it through, because no one's going to do it for you. living your everyday life. That's a big job at this point. There's so much work, like easy, simple things, like even simple things like getting water out of the tap. It's like back in the day when you had to go and like search for water. Like that's what our lives are right now. Who can you trust? And you have this anger. You might be building up this anger. I'm an authentic man. I have a lot of anger because I see what's going on. We see these things. We just saw Jimmy Kimmel have this joke. If you're not part of our Twitter family, you should join our Twitter family. Look at what the satanic cult is doing. And you're seeing these things. It affects your subconscious. Making jokes about killing children? That's not funny, Jimmy. And the people are getting more and more aggravated with all of these things that are happening right in front of our face. They mock you right in front of your face. You know, even this rising, I saw another clip of another person. They think they're funny. They gaslight and mock you. Then they press a button that makes ha 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 like a laughing. It's called gaslighting. It's a tactic of this satanic cult. It's called gaslighting. Wake up to it. And what you feel inside is validated. And that's why we're sharing together as a family right now. You might feel like you're not going to make it through the solar flash event, but you're being prepped for what's about to happen. Please smash the like button if you're prepared for the great solar flash event. And this, you know, everything is it's a real life story. This is evidence for everyone. I came on the air today. I didn't know if I was going to feel like I was going to pass out again. And I slowly had to go through this live. I couldn't come out. I usually come out swinging. Can you see the energies picking up right now? You're going to have to conserve your energy and put it where it needs to go right now. You're going to have to be focused on upgrading yourself. No one's going to survive for you. If your friends and family think you're a lunatic, a spiritual wackadoo, if you will, then find yourself when you're by yourself. Get rid of them from your everyday life. Disconnect from society today. The times when I'm by myself or with a small group of people out in nature, it's the best time. Wow, look how powerful this message is today. We're over 1,000 in the live stream. Please continue to smash the like button. It's going to help others find this message, and don't go anywhere. We have a lot to cover. This is a powerful message today. These essentially, listen, a lot of times I joke around. I said, you ain't dying. You're feeling ascension symptoms. But yesterday I literally felt like I was dying. I could laugh about it today. But that's why it's really important to have a support system. I have, you know, and just a small handful of people that I could trust right now. And having a conversation and working it out right. What are we actually feeling right now? And a lot of us, we have to purge this anger that we have built up inside of us. And physically, in the body, we hold it in the liver. So it might be calling you, say, to detox the liver right now. And when we detox, we purge, we can run more efficiently. We're a machine. All the parts have to be working in harmony together. And listen, everything's being purged from this earth. If it's not of a higher vibration, it's being purged. And it's not your fault. It's no one's fault. A lot of us have this anger that's built up inside of us. We've been living with this anger, since 2020, the year of clear vision. The year when we saw clearly the controllers turn their attacks upon the everyday life people of the earth. This is not held to one country or one community. This is a global. It's an entire realm on lockdown. And this battle, it's a spiritual war happening in a different dimension. You're doing a lot of work behind the scenes, light warriors. You don't even realize it. Frank, thank you so much. You're the lion, Frank. Michael, you've had our back for so long. We have yours now. We got your back, Jack. Thank you so much, Frank. I appreciate you. I really appreciate all the support. And I'm showing people, Frank, I might not even be feeling so great, but it really, it stands the test of time. When I started this channel, Frank, and please visit the channel page, I shared, the will beats the skill. And you have to have the will to live right now. You have to have the will that you are going to survive this. You have to have the will that not only you're going to survive this, you're going to thrive during this time period. You could write it in the chat, thrive the end days, because it is over. It's the end of time. And some people that are just tuning in, you might be new to this. It's the end of time, and that's a good thing. Time is a matrix construct. Some people, and they asked good questions yesterday. If time is fake, how can it speed up? But it's just about vibration and frequency. It's our perception of what is called time. Once again, it's what our perception is of time. It's very dense. It was slowing down. Now that everything is speeding up because it's becoming lighter. Your physical vessel is becoming lighter right now. You're becoming less matter and more energy. You're becoming less dense yourself right now. And it really is important to have a good system behind you, a good support system. We're all in a support. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and be part of our group chats. We have group chats on Telegram, Discord. We have a beautiful new Twitter family on Uncensored Twitter. It's tremendous. And be part of all of our platforms because we have 24/7 support. You might be new to this and your family, your friends, they think, oh, everything's just going to go back. They said, men's hearts will fail them for fear. And I'm getting ready. I'm getting people ready. I'm getting our brothers and sisters ready for what's about to happen. I'm sure you're already witnessing things that are kind of strange. They're unbelievable, if you will. And you better believe that you're going to survive the solar flash event. You're already sealed in the forehead. But you might go through days like I just went through. I felt like I was going to die. And you're asking these questions, what's really happening to me right now? You have to realize, what are you really going through right now? You need the healing codes, Dale. Absolutely. Nadine writes, save our children, every soul. Absolutely. This is a biblical time period. And you're going to have to purge it all out. That's what we do right now. We're detoxing things. You might be new to the channel. There's so many people right now. We might be getting new people stumbling across this message. If you missed a few days ago, we're detoxing with this solar flash energy. Like, as I'm feeling stuff coming up, you have to get rid of these things. In the Matrix, they wanted you to suppress these things, keep it inside of you, then you get sick. We have to purge these things, purge it from the liver, purge it from the skin. Sometimes we have these, pimples and things that come up. We have to purge it out of our body. These things don't belong inside of us. And we have to, don't suppress it. Get it up and get it out at this time. And you might have this anger. David Duffy, 999 completion code. #1 fan. I appreciate that. David Duffy, thank you so much. I love you, David. It's a biblical time, David. It's like David versus Goliath right now. I love you. Nature Boy. Woo! Thank you so much for the support, Nate. I really appreciate you. It's my honor to do this, Nate. I'm really grateful for you. Your daily attention and for what you do for the world as well. The Nature Boy is working hard behind the scenes as well, every single day. Be like Darnie Darko as you go through it. Make it fun. Knowing we are being upgraded for the new earth. It's epic. I embrace the headache. You have a headache today, Nature Boy? You can laugh about it. Yeah, you got to laugh about it, Nate. I'm very grateful for your support, Nate. I really appreciate you. Yeah, we have to have this support system. We support each other. As we share, as we collaborate, we know that we're getting hit with these solar flash energies. We're about to be witnesses, because we're going to survive this, through a massive event. The event is ongoing. Some people, they stumble in. Listen, I myself, you're waiting for something big to pop off. I know. I wait for it as well. I feel it, right? You get the anger, right? But things are happening. This is the event. And what is the event? It's the expansion of human consciousness. So if you have anger yourself right now, I need you to reflect. And this is important. Please click the like button. It's going to help others find this important message. This is important. If you're going through this time period and you say, oh, I need to have it all, exposed. So just look at and identify what is the event. It's the expansion of human consciousness. So go back to 2020 and ask yourself, ask the question authentically, come up with the answer authentically. Is humanity as a whole, even though it's not everyone, has consciousness expanded amongst more people? Are more people, quote unquote, awake? Then go back to 2015, 2016. Are more people awake? And then, if you are on your journey and you were awake back in 2012, are people more awake? And if you could answer that question and you could see that there's an expansion of consciousness happening. It's happening. Oh, it's happening. GM Planell, thank you so much. Thank you for being you. It's my honor to be me. That's all we need to do, GM. All we have to do is be ourselves. I'm very grateful for the support. Wow, so many people today in the live stream. Don't go anywhere. And please smash the like button. We are going to get this message out there. Will we survive the Great Solar Flash event? Absolutely. It's a free will choice to survive this event. And nothing could stop this. You say, oh, maybe I could hide. Some people think they can hide in the basement. You can't hide under the ground. What goes on under the ground? Does anyone know? You can't hide from this. This electromagnetic energy courses through even solid matter. Even this brick wall can't stop it, light warriors. Nothing could stop it. It's so intense, this energy. And what we are experiencing, it's happening inside of us, as I shared a couple of days ago. You feel like things are erupting inside of you. I shared this on my journey. If you missed the message a few days ago, go back. Check it out. We're feeling this come up to the surface. Not only is it going to happen in our physical body, it's going to be happening in society. It happens on the earth itself. When these energies come in, when these particles come in, when these neutrinos come in, it pierces the surface of the earth, and we have increased earthquakes and volcanism. If you're new to the channel, we talk about the Schumann resonance. It's the frequency of our world, and the Schumann resonance keeps rising. What else is happening? It's an expansion of consciousness. Brain waves are connected to the Schumann resonance. All biological systems are connected to the Schumann resonance. So if you want to survive this, you have to raise your vibrational frequency along with the Schumann resonance. You can't hold on to fear, guilt, and shame. You have to harness the power of I don't give a shift. Yes. You can't care what anyone else thinks about you. This is an ascension. It's about yourself. You have to make the changes today, whether it's in your diet, whether it's in your circle, your inner circle. Who are the people that you're listening to? What are the things that you consume? What we consume is not only what we eat and drink, it's what we watch and what we listen to. As I say that, and don't go anywhere, let's take in the 432 hertz frequency, God's frequency. And let's put out, we're broadcasting an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field right now. Let's broadcast this signature with God's frequency, that there will be a purge of this earth like we've never seen before this week. A massive event. And then we'll make it to the new earth. Laura Lee, 1111, thank you so much. Yes, we have free will and a personal communication with God. Activate because you are a creator. Beautiful Laura Lee, as I shared before, and Laura Lee knows it, we have a personal communication with God regardless of what Pope Francis said. Tell him where to go. False idol trash. Let's send out a frequency to remove evil. We didn't come here to turn the other cheek. We came here to deliver us from evil. The solar flash is all about connecting your DNA to the light. And there's been many attempts to disconnect you. You could hear, subconscious programs. They try to program you. You could hear trash like Pope Francis tell you it's dangerous to have a personal relationship with G. What? What did he say? What did he say? We have to wake up. Some people are under a mind control spell. And that's why this is a biblical time period with false idols. This is about you right now. This is about your connection to God's source. And even Nikola Tesla said, no big laboratory is needed. You don't need these institutions anymore. The power is inside of you. Lynn Roberts, 9999 completion code. Lynn, I'm very grateful for you. I really love you, Lynn. I love the family we made together. We the people. Write it in the chat. We the people. This is God's land. And we're taking it back. Did you know that we're on God's land right now, Lynn? There was prophecies written about this time, the Hopi. There have been many attempts to remove Native American culture from the world. You could even see it there. They're taking it away from sports teams. They want to hide this beautiful culture. But we reflect on the Hopi prophecy, Rainbow Warriors. And it spoke about this time period. And that's how we're going to make it through this solar flash event. You're actually getting your activations, your superhero powers from the solar flash event. Not only are you going to survive the solar flash event, you are going to thrive during the solar flash event. You better believe it. Tommy, thank you so much, Tommy. I appreciate you. I love you, Tommy. He who endures to the end shall be saved. It's true. Thank you so much, Tommy. You have to endure to the end. Keep going. Write it in the chat. Keep going. Write it in the comments. Do you feel like you're not going to survive the solar flash event? Write it down. Keep going. Just keep going. And keep writing it. And write it. My papa served in World War II. He taught me a lot of things. He prepared me for World War III, my papa. he told me, Mikey, write it on your blackboard. Write it down. Write it down. Keep going. And look at it every day. Keep going. I'm going to practice what I preach. I'm going to write it. I have a little board. I'm going to write it down as well. Everyone in your house, write it down. Keep going. And look at it. Look at it every single day. We look at sick satanic trash on the mainstream media. You know about Medea? Gotta wake up. Remember that day I was on top of the mountain, I took Medea down? Remember that? If you're part of our group chats, I'll share it. I'll share it in the group chat. Some people, they're, what the heck's going on? But I already did it energetically, and you have to do it. Focus. You have to do it energetically before it manifests physically. Once again, you have to do it energetically before it manifests physically. And that's where you need to be focused on right now. It's happening right. That's why you're feeling all these crazy feelings right now. You feel like you're dying. Oh, but you ain't dying. You're experiencing ascension symptoms. That's where we are right now. You're experiencing these symptoms right now, and you have to just keep going. Physically, mentally, and spiritually, just keep going. Be Beautiful writes, keep pushing through, warriors. You have to keep pushing through. Frank, I love you, Frank. Frank writes, keep going. We are the flesh. The 144,000. Love will get us there together. Absolute. Frank, we are the flash. We're actually causing the flash itself. Just like how we affect the Schumann resonance, Frank, we have no idea how powerful we are. When Frank writes, we are the flash, I actually have some science for all of you. Please continue to smash the like button. Don't go anywhere. This is a very powerful message today. Look at all the people in the live stream. It's good to see you all. When Frank writes, we are the flash, we are the Schumann resonance. There's evidence to this. We all live in this cavity. We all live within the Schumann resonance. And the Schumann resonance affects human brain waves, and we all affect the Schumann resonance collectively. There is scientific evidence that when mass meditations have been held, there's been a spike in the Schumann resonance. Oh yeah. There's been spikes in the Schumann resonance when we collectively put out that electromagnetic signature. It's not some mumbo jumbo. If you're new to this, please take the time, subscribe to the channel. Maybe you're watching on your TV right now. It's Our Everyday Lives, the name of the channel. Take a minute, share this link with your friends, Our Everyday Lives. Visit the channel page in the description. There's so many beautiful people here today. I can't believe it. But we're coming together in divine timing. This is divine timing right now. And what I'm realizing is probably going to be a big week for us. And I had a massive purge, I got blasted with energy. You could even watch yesterday's live stream. I wasn't feeling so good. And I'm showing you the power of authenticity, the power of resiliency. You have to keep going. And the will beats the skill. I have a lot of things to share. I have to share the will beats. I have to write these things down. I'm like the Head and Shoulders commercial, never not working. I work all day long. You have to be important. You have to know the importance. You have to be the light. You have to be the lighthouse. I'm feeling a lot better as I'm feeling this, going through this right now. I'm feeling it, Light Warriors. Feel the vibrations. People were writing yesterday, they were feeling discombobulated. Are you feeling I'm sure that's a real word, right? Are you feeling discombobulated? Justin G, thank you so much for the support. Laws of attraction and visual projection manifests. Absolutely. It is the law of attraction and the law of correspondence. You might be learning the truth here. The law of correspondence. You attract what you are. If you are a leader of the new earth, then you're going to attract, remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Laura, 999 completion code. Thank you so much. Dory says, just keep swimming. Yeah, you got to keep swimming. Keep going. Eventually you're there. If you just keep going, eventually you're there. All of a sudden it's there. I have a feeling it's happening right now before our eyes. Will we survive the solar flash event? You better believe it, kid. But it's free will. Some people, they're growling. You see the growling out there? Do you see the growling out there? You can let me know in the chat. There are two timelines. There are two frequencies. Biblically, it's known as the rapture. And it might not be people disappearing into the sky, but look at your everyday life. Are there people that just can't hear you anymore? You might not be able to stomach them as well. And we shared about this earlier on. If you're just tuning in right now, your liver might be holding on to a lot of anger. Do you feel a lot of anger in your system right now? We're all going to purge together, light warriors. We're going to do it this week. I spent this rising, spending some extra time purging out what I need to detox and purge out of my system. And sometimes when we have these feelings, what is emotion? Energy in motion. So if you have these emotions of anger, it does affect us. I love you too. And this is the authentic journey right now. It's not an easy time period. It's absolutely not an easy time period. But these are the things that we need to do to survive the Great Solar Flash event. Make the changes. Change our diet. Change what we drink. Change who we talk to. Who do we communicate with? What are the subconscious programs that we're taking into our mind? What is becoming our personal programs? We run off these programs. Rewrite the programs that were given to you. Rewrite them. It's important. Justin writes, ignore the TV. You have to ignore the TV right now. I like to dabble in. I like to check in. I like to pop into the 3D to see what's going on out there. When I do that, though, I get very, then there's the anger. I'm seeing the exact opposite of the truth being broadcasted. Why is it broadcasted? Because they are casting a spell. They broadcast a spell. If you're learning something new, please smash the like button so that you're prepared with the full armor of God for a spiritual war. Absolutely. We shouldn't let it happen. Absolutely. It's free will, Ben. And that's why we're in an extinction event, Ben. It's about human consciousness. We're not in an extinction event like a big asteroid is going to come crashing down. It's not like that. It's about consciousness. We are in an extinction event about consciousness. The sun actually is connected to our consciousness. The Schumann resonance is connected to our consciousness. So we could see the energies. We could see the actual evidence of this consciousness shift. They are broadcasting heavily. Nobody knows the day or time so that the enemy may be caught unprepared. A lot of people, Lori 5D Queen writes that she witnessed a UFO phenomenon. Yeah, I have a friend that witnessed it multiple times. He's very connected to them. If you're new to the channel, I was visited by a UFO while I was filming out on the front line. I'm going to share that as well. If you're new to the channel, and please, if you've joined our Twitter, join our Twitter. If you have joined our Telegram, join our Telegram. We share 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The entire reality is being purged, so there's so much information to share with all of you. So many people are making the shifts right now. We have to shift together. You're feeling the tremors, Karen. A lot of people are feeling these tremors because a massive earthquake is about to pop off. A lot of people can't stand that vibe on the TV. We're going to have a very powerful episode tomorrow. We're going to have a very powerful Zoom meeting tomorrow. It's going to be something very different and unique. So if you'd like to join our Patreon, join our Patreon. Tomorrow's video is going to be very unique. And we're going to experience it live all together. It's a very powerful time period for you to realize who you truthfully are. We're in the Holy Portal. If you're new to the channel, check out the Holy Portal. What is the Holy Portal? It's the time of year. We're in it right now. And all these things that we witness, Halloween, selections, they all happen during the Holy Portal. Charity Brown, 555, the fifth dimension. Thank you so much. Does anyone else eat their feelings? I need to shed stress and weight and stop beating myself up for being tricked and manipulated for so long. A lot of people have been tricked and manipulated. So many people were tricked into taking maybe something, injecting something into their system. If they had better information, they wouldn't have done it. So this is part of the world right now. The blood moon is the sign of the rapture. That's very interesting. Thanks for sharing. We have so many powerful videos on the channel. Please visit the channel page. Please smash the like button. It's going to help others find this message. If you happen to stumble across this message today, as I see so many people are here, if this is your first time here, I'm very grateful if you will just click that subscribe button and click the bell and then select all. We do daily updates, and that is the one guaranteed way so that you could get these daily updates on your phone, on your tablet, any device. Watch it on your TV. We have solfeggio frequencies to help you. Visit the channel page. There's so much going on. I'm very grateful for the support on Patreon. We're going to have a tremendous Zoom meeting tomorrow night. It's going to be tremendous. Don't go anywhere. It's a very powerful time period, and we have to be ready. We have to be ready. We have to be spiritually prepared. Spiritually prepared for what's about to happen. It might be 20 million children. I don't know. You share in the chat. We don't even know. It's very disturbing what's going on in the world. And they do it right in front of our face, just like Jimmy Kimmel. How you doing, Jim? Michael is watching you. You know, they said years ago, they say, oh, I can't believe you're doing all this stuff, Michael. Years ago, they used to say, Big Brother is watching you. Do you remember that years ago? Big Brother is watching you. Everyone's getting fearful. We are watching you, serpents. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. The most important aspect of today is release the anger, release the toxins. Don't allow narcissists, serpents, and other beings, demonic beings, make anger fester inside of you. Remember, they said biblically, the devil will try to wear out the saints. Don't be worn out. Charge yourself. Stay hydrated at this time. You're creating a new timeline with your DNA. It's a true story. So I love you all. Please share this video link with the hashtag SolarFlash. I'll be making a post on Telegram. I'll be making a post on Twitter. Stay part of our family. Stay part of our community. I love each and every one of you. Remember to detox. Remember the power is inside of you. You have the ability. If you need to rest at this time, rest. Do what you need to do to become the person that you came here to be. Oh, yeah. I love you all. We're going to have so many things coming forth for our channel this week. It's going to be a very powerful week. This might be the most powerful week for our everyday lives. Yeah. It's all about the flip. Absolutely. You could feel it in the ether, and you might feel the rumblings inside of you right before the massive earthquakes. It's happening. You feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it in your bones. You can feel it in your stomach, in your liver. But let go of the anger right now. I love you all. Keep sharing this message. That's the greatest support. Keep sharing. I got a lot of work to do. We're going to have a very great and powerful week this week. It's going to be really great. I have a lot of things planned. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. I love you all. I hope that this message was helpful for all of you. Have a great day.